Hey there, it's Dusty with another Reddit story for you. This one comes from AITAH again and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Reversing My Vasectomy After My Wife Asked for Divorce? I'm going to warn you right now, my feedback's going to be a little bit graphic on this one. My 40 male, wife 40 female seems to want a divorce. She started hinting on divorce months ago, sending me passive-aggressive articles and videos. Our latest fight was about an article she sent me about a woman leaving her husband for dishes. I didn't read it. She started bugging me about reading it, and I told her that I am not reading it. Wait, she left him? I assume he means because he wasn't doing something with the dishes. If she left him for dishes, like his self-esteem has to be really low. She left this man for a teapot. I told her that if she is going to divorce me because I left dishes in the sink, then do it already, because I'm going to leave dishes in the sink sometimes. It's not the end of the world, and if we were so overpowered by the dishes, I'll just hire someone to do the dishes for me. She then asked for a divorce, and I just ignored her. She then told me to move out, and I said I will. I'll move out by the end of the month like she wanted. I'm also planning to reverse my vasectomy. She was very offended by it. I just told her that I got a vasectomy for her because she asked me to, and since we're divorcing, I don't have a reason to continue it. But she didn't accept that reason. She accused me of having another woman in mind. I don't have anyone to have more kids with and no plan to have more kids for now, but I should continue being sterile because my wife wants me to. The same wife who wants to divorce me because of dishes? It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I got a vasectomy because she asked. When she asked, she even told me that the vasectomy is reversible if I change my mind. Now I'm getting served a shit sandwich of divorce and are not even allowed to reverse a vasectomy. It's just ridiculous. So the question here is, am I the astronaut for reversing my vasectomy after my wife asked for a divorce? Well, first of all, Candy Thunder's ready to come up. First of all, I think this feller is grossly overestimating the comfort and success rates of vasectomy reversals. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Second of all, let's get Candy Thunder up here and hear what she has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Candy Thunder.
This is why I was hesitant to say anything on the last story, because I wanted to save it for this story.
Are you saving your spiciness for this story?
Dude, 100% guarantee that your wife is not leaving you, not wanting a divorce because you left a dish in the sink. I guarantee you your wife has been telling you about things that she needs, and you're like, sperm. This is all about sperm. Like, this is all... Here's the thing. No one told this man that he had to go to the doctor and get a vasectomy, because your wife does not have that kind of control over you. If you didn't want a vasectomy, you didn't have to walk into a doctor's office and zip zap your balls. You didn't have to do it because you're a man, and no one is going to tell you what you have to do with your body. You made a choice that you felt was right for your family, and now you're holding your wife accountable because you made that choice. And it pisses me the off. Your wife is frustrated. She was telling you exactly how she was frustrated. And you're like, yeah, I'm not going to do the dishes. I'm just going to leave them there. And sometimes they're just going to stay in the sink, even though it's probably daily shit that you keep doing to your wife that she's just done with. Like, you have crossed the point where she was frustrated, and now she just resents you and wants a divorce.
So that would be in line with the general vibe that we get personality-wise here, where it's an extreme minimization of the actual problem. Yep. That would be in line with the vibe. Yeah.
Your wife was frustrated, like sent you articles that you could read, have discussions with your wife as like a full-grown adult, like something that we like to do. But instead you were just like, yeah, I'm going to get my sperm back because I'm sterile. You still have sperm, by the way. Yeah. And you sound like a real catch, a great swimmer, an awesome guy.
Strong
really
swimmer.
Cool. Very strong swimmer. You can talk about your reversal, but I don't think this is about a dish. And I think that you have been holding your vasectomy over your wife's head for a long time. And I mean, if you want to get a reversal, I'm all for you going through that pain and suffering to get a reversal, because a reversal is much, much more than the vasectomy.
Not even the same ballpark.
Right. But nobody made you do this. You made a choice with your wife based on your family and the fact that you were done having kids. You made a choice, you did it, and now you want to blame somebody because you snipped your balls? Like, come on, dude. That's you're childish. Do the dishes and deal with it.
Okay, so Innocent Vitalia, first of all, says technically all of us were good swimmers. All of us are strong swimmers at least once.
We're all the
Truth.
winners.
Facts. We all won one race at least in our lives.
I'm convinced that this guy did not. He might have been the only one there.
Yeah,
he might have been the only one.
That's possible. So first, let me lead with this. Y'all remember in like middle school or high school biology class where you dissected a frog? Like you make the incision, you pin it back, and then you got all the gutsy stuff going on, and the smell of formaldehyde like sticks in your nose for days, weeks, months even. Okay, a vasectomy reversal is like that. Only I was the frog. Pin back, awake, smell of not formaldehyde, but burning testy tubes. Here's the deal. I don't think he's actually going to get one. I think this is...
Oh, no. He's too big of a baby.
I don't think he's going to get one. I think it was just the spite of being able to use it because he knew it was something that she would be offended by. Like he used it as a discussion or like as a battle tactic, right? That's my first thought here. But the way that OP has written this, it's so nonchalant about all the actual problems, and then it's just like, well, am I an asshole for actually doing that? No, the way that you've written this and to present your case the way that you did, you've done this in a very either careful or accidentally kind of smart way. No, she doesn't get to decide anything that you do with your body post-divorce. The fact that you brought 100%. It up and threw it in like, oh, well, the first thing I'm doing is getting my shit reversed. That was just to be a dick. Which is in line with the 9 times that you just decided to be a dick just to be a dick before this. And if you're telling us about that, the actual problem is 1,000 times worse. So in the situation that you've crafted here, you would be NTA for getting a reversal after getting divorced. It doesn't make any sense, but yeah, you get to do that, and that's fine. The fact that that's not the real issue, though. The fact that you used it as ammo in an argument just to piss her off, that does make you an asshole. It's also really funny because somehow you think a vasectomy reversal is easier than doing the dishes. It ain't.
I was in there with him and I saw it. It was not a pleasant experience.
She was holding my hand.
Yeah.
Smelling the smell. No, getting a vasectomy done, 5 minutes, easiest thing in the world. Like you've got some aftercare, right? But the reversal
is much more invasive, and he was left in pain.
You can feel things being
week,
like tugged in your body. Like it feels like your like wires are being pulled on. It's wild.
I say, like I know.
It's wild. She's like, I saw it. It was nasty. It was nasty.
I didn't look like real in there, but I did see.
You didn't take a peek under the hood?
No, yeah, it was like dusty, C-section. That's what it was like. I did not look under the hood.
It was a
very awkward.
It was a D-section.
It was
to be frank here. You know, the weirdest part of that whole thing, which we have to get into this because we're here. The weirdest part of that whole thing.
Mute this guy from oversharing, so keep going. I'll stop you when you've said too much.
Clutches pearls. The weirdest thing was we showed up and this guy had no help. It was just the doctor. No, nobody at the front desk, no nurses, no assistants, no nothing. This guy was rolling solo. And I'm like, well, this feels awkward.
I do think that if someone is frustrated in a relationship and they're sending you things, telling you exactly why they're frustrated. And the thing that's the funniest about this is that this article was how it's not just about the dishes. Like that was the meaning of the article that she sent. You can probably I think it was linked in the Reddit post, but the article was, it's not just about the dishes. It's about so much more
dishes.
Yeah. Again, like whether or not this story is true, whether it's rage bait, like we know that this guy exists. Like there is no doubt that this guy exists. The guy that just doesn't care, the guy that thinks you're there to wait on him hand and foot, the guy that only wants to talk about his sperm. You're not that guy. But
well, you motioned to me.
I know. That's why I said you're not that guy.
That's normally my icebreaker whenever I enter rooms with strangers. I'm like, hey,
sperm.
Who wants to talk about sperm?